Isn't it frustrating how all these different websites have different information on your credit and different credit scores? One website says one thing, another says something else, and your mortgage lender has completely different information than any of those. But what if there were some specific hacks and techniques you could be using right now to help improve and protect your credit and get you in position to buy or refinance a home? So in today's lesson, what I wanted to do is share with you some of the techniques and hacks that I'm using today with my personal private clients to get them through the process. Check it out.
Let me first start off by asking you then, what are the minimum credit scores?
Back in the early 2000s, there were mortgages you could get, like subprime loans with as low as even a 500 credit score. I remember that being the case when I started in the business in the early 2000s. So in modern lending, what we're talking about is a 580 minimum score for your government loans, like your FHA and VA loans. So 580. And then on a conventional mortgage, which is the mortgages backed by like Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, those are going to require a minimum of a 620. There's no exceptions on that. If you're under 620, even if you're a 619, it's going to be rejected because of that. Some big banks and credit unions, they make their own guidelines. They do what's called a portfolio mortgage, where they keep it on the books and service it themselves. With those types of loans, they make their own rules. So I've seen a lot of big banks, credit unions locally and across the country that will have even higher minimum credit scores. I've had clients come to me saying they got denied from their local bank, even though they had a checking account, because they only had a 640 credit score and the bank's minimum was 680. You just want to be aware of those different score requirements, but you're definitely going to have the most flexibility with the credit score by going to a mortgage banker like myself or a mortgage broker that has access to multiple options, multiple investors, and multiple programs.
So what are the most reliable places to go and find out what your credit score is?
A mortgage loan officer is who you need to go to get your exact credit score. Anything else might be inaccurate. There's one exception to that, which I found over the last few months, which is called myfico.com. MYFICO, myfico.com. Now, this is a website. It's not free, but if you're willing to pay a small fee, I think it's around $20, $30 a month, you can sign up with MyFICO and you can get your different credit scores, like your auto credit score, your mortgage credit scores, etc. So it will give you all the different credit scores, and I found it to be 100% accurate. The last place that I'll say you could look for your credit score is annualcreditreport.com. That's the only website where you can actually get a free credit report, not a free credit score, but a free credit report once per year from each credit bureau. Again, annualcreditreport.com. Somewhere I don't recommend you get your credit score is Credit Karma, Sesame, and places like that. You want to use online sites for tracking like your credit card balances. When those report, that's a good use of it. You can use them to see whether your score is going up or down. So if Credit Karma said your score went up 30 points, chances are the score did go up, meaning your mortgage credit score to get a mortgage loan. Did it go up that amount or to the score they're telling you? Probably not, which is why you need to consult with a loan officer or MyFICO in order to see what your actual mortgage score is going to be.
All right, so you've kind of teased it already. You talked about some strategies that are a person can implement if they want to discuss how they can be used to increase their credit score.
So the first thing is credit card pay downs. The number one reason that I see people have low credit when they have established their credit is because of high balances on their credit cards. The next one's going to be secured credit cards. Now, these come into play because a lot of people that have low credit, they'll go to a bank or credit card company and they'll say, I have no credit or low credit. I need a small credit line. Please help me. I want to build credit. And they'll get declined because they have no credit. The next strategy that I want to give you on building credit quickly is authorized user accounts. So what an authorized user account is when somebody will add you on as a user to their credit card. There's no cost to it. There's no credit check or anything like that. And it's very, very quick and simple.
You know, Rob, you mentioned the word collections, and that made me think, should collections or charge-offs be paid off? Or, I don't know, how can those be handled to increase a credit score?
And people think that, well, if I have a collection, I'll just go pay it. I need to get a mortgage now. I'm sorry that I didn't pay it years ago, but I'll just go pay it now. And the answer is you shouldn't just go pay them off. You should not, because what that's going to do is it's going to reactivate the DLA, which stands for date of last activity, and it actually could lower your credit score. I've seen many times where people will go before they apply for a mortgage and they'll pay off all these collections thinking they did the right thing, and only to realize that when their mortgage lender pulls their credit score, their score went down. Why would that happen? Because it reactivated the date of last activity on a negative or derogatory account. I hope I've given you some great information in this lesson about what you can be doing with your credit to really get into good position and make that home loan process a lot simpler. Go ahead and share this with somebody else who may find value. And if you've liked this video and this lesson today, please hit the subscribe button. Also smash that bell so you get notified on all of our future content. We're constantly putting out new information and sharing knowledge with you on credit, on personal finance, on mortgages, and real estate. If I can be of assistance to you or anyone you know, I do offer consultations. You can reach me by call, text, or private message. My direct line is 860-413-3938. Again, 860-413-3938. Again, hope that helps, and we'll see you soon.